What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer, and welcome to my daily 10 a.m. video. Thank you for tuning in. And if you want a chance to win some silver, click subscribe. The entry video is in the description. You only have a couple days left to enter because I'm announcing the winner on Friday. Good luck, everyone. Now, this video is definitely one of those that we need to break down, especially because things are all starting to happen now, folks. The perfect storm for silver's here. The stars have aligned. I mean, everything we've been talking about for years kind of just all pieced together perfectly, right? From the shortage to the tensions. Do you remember a couple years ago, the Iran tensions, the Saudi Arabian oil fields getting attacked, and then, everything. And then right after that, the quote unquote situation we're in globally happened. I mean, it's like, and then there was the U.S.-China trade war. Everything kind of led up to this moment. And now with Biden throwing out all this excessive money, it's just the nail in the coffin, right? I mean, everything was so perfectly just in tune, in sync. And like I always say, silver stackers are always going to get the last laugh. Now, anyways, this is not going to be a political video to any extent. I actually just made a video on Donald Trump the other day talking about the gold standard, talking about the silver standard. He said some pretty crazy things about silver. The video did extremely well. It has like 15,000 views, maybe even more by now. But like I was saying in that video, I don't care if you're left, right, up, down, center, sideways, crooked. I don't care. This is not a political channel. I don't want anyone to try to debate or try to judge anyone. We talk about investing here, and this is about Biden's what he's doing and how it's affecting the price of silver, not judging his actions, none of that, just what we can take out of this, because investors make strategic decisions based off information, and this is information we're given. So the two links to these articles will be in the description. The first one is talking about why silver could be pushed up to $50, and this is from Fox Business. And the second one is from Coin Week, talking about what a Biden presidency might mean for silver. And I picked this one because this was written December 2020. So we already kind of have an idea of what's happened so far. And I want to compare and see how accurate or I guess how good of judgment they had. And also it might be able to show a little bit of, what I guess it's not really a forecast or a prediction. It's more of looking at the reality of the markets right now, because I do want to compare to what should have happened or could be happening or will happen. I know it's kind of a weird perspective to look at things, but you'll see what I mean more when we get into the second article. So make sure you stick around. So anyways, let's jump into this. So Biden's green stimulus would send silver soaring to $50. And that's from Bank of America, which is crazy. Bank of America is actually extremely bullish on silver, not gold, silver. Bank of America has been talking about $50+ silver. And it's crazy because banks don't like silver. Banks hate silver. Banks don't even perceive silver as money, only gold. But you have Bank of America, Saxo Bank, I think the Dutch bank, several banks talking about $30, $40, $50 silver by the end of 2021. So you can't just look past that. There's a reason why they're talking, especially banks are admitting this. So already surging silver prices could get a big boost if former Vice President Joe Biden wins the 2020 election and pieces of the new Green Deal are put into action, according to, strategists at the Bank of America. So the Green New Deal is starting. Now, yes, there's a silver shortage. U.S. Mint came out with a statement admitting it, talking about it. Very low mintage numbers on their coins. Then you have the former, the former mint director of the U.S. Mint talking about the shortage. I mean, there's tons and tons of information. It's not speculation. It's not theory. Silver is definitely scarce. And with the Green New Deal, it's going to be extremely hard to keep up with the demand, especially from not only just an individual investor like you and I, but also for all the things that silver is used for. So Biden has championed portions of the climate plan, which calls for the U.S. to reach net zero carbon emissions by 2050. So this isn't just the next 10 years. The demand is going to be high. We're looking at from now on as we advance in this new digital age, right? We're advancing technologically. And from now on, think of if you watch a futuristic movie, it's all sci-fi, it's all digital flying cars. That's all going to require silver, and nothing will ever replace silver for that, because silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. So if you really think that we're going to be able to keep up with the amount of silver that's needed, the demand, then that's just a silly thought. We are going to, in this scarcity situation, it's only going to get worse and worse. So a switch to more renewable sources of energy, including solar, would have a big part of the plan, and silver is a key ingredient in solar panels. So silver price is poised to outshine gold. So investors help, but industrial demand ultimately moves the needle. And that's so true. I mean, nowadays, Wall Street silver definitely affected the price, pushed it up to $30. But the main thing is the industrial demand, especially at the scale. We're on a global scale with solar panels. The entire world is going green. Every car company by 2030 is going to be going electric. And a lot of them probably don't even want to, but if they want to sell cars, they have to put on this, we're trying to save global warming stint, or global warming, or no one's going to buy them. They're going to be looked at like they don't care about the planet. So, and I hear new companies every day. Volvo just announced it last that I heard that they're going electric. So that's just going to be one more thing. So silver already surged 51% this year. And actually, silver was the number one performing asset of 2020, but no one really talked about it except for me. But it's already surged 51%, and that's at $26.87 an ounce as investors flock to precious metals as an alternative. So they go into silver demand, and we know that, but I wanted to highlight this part right here. So they believe the surge in demand would have the potential to push silver into a sustained deficit, which last occurred between 2006 and then 2011. That's when silver hit $50 and resulted in silver prices reaching near record high of $48.58 an ounce in April 2011. The strategists think green stimulus could push silver to $35 an ounce next year, and that the precious metal could take another run at $50 level over the medium term. And that's exactly what would happen, right? I mean, a lot of people are forecasting $30 silver at the end of the year, and I could picture by next year breaking above 30 a little bit, going to 34, 35, and after that, I don't think we're ever going to see $26 silver again. So this is literally most likely going to be our last chance to pay mid $20 for an ounce of silver. Now this part's interesting right here as well. Silver prices reached an all-time high on $48.70 an ounce on January 7, 1980, and that was from the Hunt brothers trying to corner the market, and they owned up to 2/3 of the entire planet's inventory. By March 27th, prices had reached a near bottom of $10 an ounce. Wait, so it just went from $50 to $10 within a couple of months? Within 3 months? Yes. You know why? Because once silver was $50, the government banned the act of buying silver. And no, I'm not exaggerating or twisting words. They banned silver. You couldn't buy silver. Not on the SLB. You could not buy silver. And they did that because there was such a low supply of physical silver. They weren't going to have enough for their industrial applications. So what they did was you couldn't buy it. All you could do was sell it, and you had to sell it to big banks, big business. You couldn't sell it to other people. And it's actually called Silver Rule 7, that situation. I did an entire video on Silver Rule 7, and there's also the next part of it's called Silver Thursday. And that's the day that the price of silver cut back 50% directly from the U.S. government banning silver. Very interesting situation. And they did that specifically from the Hunt brothers trying to shut the Hunt brothers down. So anyways, and if you want to look at that video, check it out. I made it probably about a week ago. They literally banned silver. Such a crazy situation, and it's scary that if they did it back then when the price was extremely high and silver was scarce, we're in a similar situation now. Wall Street silver's kind of trying to corner the market, right? Silver price is probably going to go higher. Is there a shortage? Definitely. So if they did it back then, what would stop them from doing it now to make sure that we can that all these solar panels and these electric vehicles will be able to get made, right? So what a Biden presidency might mean for silver. So the presidential win by Joe Biden may usher in a new era for government policies, from taxes to trade to energy. So silver's up 35% this year, and then they're saying this is why it could go higher even next year. So obviously we know a lot of this. Carbon pollution free by 2035. This is obviously big for the green. So why? Because silver is a key ingredient. Solar panels. And they're basically saying that the demand thing, kind of like the last article. But I really want to see if anything has happened that they've been saying, or why hasn't it happened yet? You know, because we kind of have both sides of the coin, pun intended, to look at this article. Industrial demand for silver and solar panels is not a new trend. It's been growing. So yet an official move toward the wider use of solar power, as imagined in Biden's plan, could double silver's price. And that was when silver was sitting at what? At the end of, when was this written? December 2020. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely not doubled. Silver is up astronomically from last year. You know, it was $11 in March of 2020. So it's definitely extremely high compared to last year. Actually, for the last 10 years, the average silver price was $15. So if you're complaining about $26 silver, then, you know, you really got to look at the bigger picture. But anyways, analysts at Bank of America echoed this outlook in a research note. Industrial demand is ultimately moves the needle. So the additional industrial demand for larger use of solar energy would catapult silver prices. And I only see, and this is interesting right here, the bank forecasts the annual silver demand currently at 2,285 tons could climb 87% over the next 15 years if the U.S. energy sector accelerated its move to renewable energy, which they are doing. And it's not only just this, they're throwing out trillions and trillions of dollars as well. So not only is it supply and demand, it's also the dollar weakening. So that both is going to push prices up. And once the dollar weakens, people want to invest into safe havens, transfer their money into things that have value, a store of value. So you see how situation A, B, C, and D is all leading towards extremely bullish silver prices. You can't say that with anything else, not even gold, because gold isn't used for all this industrial stuff. It's only silver. Silver makes the most sense out of any investment. So Bank of America analysts say that a green stimulus under a Biden presidency could drive silver to $35 an ounce in 2021. And then, over the medium term, $50 an ounce level, right? And that's not crazy, but it is crazy coming from a bank. It's very crazy coming from a bank. Banks usually do not talk about silver, and if they do, it's from a very bearish perspective. When they talk about gold, they love gold. The only reason the United States is the richest country in the world is because we own the most gold. Banks love gold. It's what our money was backed by. So was silver. Actually, silver was our first form of money in the United States. You know, the dollar was only created to be a medium of exchange to precious metals, right? A dollar was made because it was a certificate. It was a way to say, okay, this is worth this much silver. And that's why our junk silver, constitutional silver, has silver inside of it. A Walking Liberty $50 has 50 cents worth of silver in it. So when I went to the store clerk and gave her a $50, a Walking Liberty 50-cent piece, I was giving her 50 cents of silver. Right? Think about that. I was giving her 50 cents worth of silver because there is 50 cents worth of silver in a 50-cent piece. So you're exchanging 50 cents worth of value for 50 cents. And nowadays, 2 quarters doesn't have any silver in it. So you could see how we're in the situation we are once we got rid of the gold and silver standard. Which kind of led me to the earlier video with Donald Trump where I was talking about the gold standard when he was talking about the gold standard and the reality. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you enter my 47,000 subscriber silver giveaway. You don't want to miss it. Trust me, click subscribe. Go in the description. The entry video will be posted right there for you. And yeah, good luck, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. My next video will be posted at 5 p.m., so stay tuned. And that's Eastern Standard. My upload schedule is 10 a.m., 5 p.m., and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard every day. So lots of content, lots of silver given away to lots of different lucky winners. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.